we play what they play. It's always easy to remember that way. Take, out comes the knight, out comes the knight. We'll see what happens. Okay, the knight comes out. I gotta move, like, I don't have to move this bishop, but when you've got two bishops that need to go out, unless you're lucky enough to get both your pawns in the center, you're gonna have to block one of them. So usually you'd want to get that bishop out before you block it. Now at level 1, even level 2, you don't always have that option, but at level 3, for the most part, I'll never block the bishop in if I have a square I can move it to. In this case, I do. We got a nice pin here. I'm gonna follow up with this. Okay, he's bringing the queen out, which means it's no longer a pin, so I am going to take on f3. And got to move this bishop here. Again, this square is not available. This square also, I would say, not available to that. So again, I'm going to do the same kind of thing. I'm going to bring the bishop all the way out here. Okay, now we do have a pin there, so let's get castled. White castles as well. No pin there, so we'll take that. And let's snork up before it's too late. Okay, knight needs to move. And it's not going to be that square, so I think you know. Knight d5 it is. He takes. We can take with our queen here because also helps us develop it. Okay, goes here. Let's bring the queen back. We're just going to stay central here. Okay, let's go like this. Rook's in. Not trying to do too much here, you know. First game of the day, start slow. Maybe give me a nice end game. I'm not trying to make a scene. Not trying to make a scene. Okay, the king goes up. I mean, I've had it. That's a center pawn. Give me that. No way this isn't good. Okay, he goes for my pawn as well. What do we got? I mean, knight in the middle looking pretty solid there. What can we do? Little fork? Sure. Trade some more pieces. Well, this is something we know to be good now. Queen for 2 rooks? I mean, I'll take it every time. That's a trade right there. Okay, we can try to collect some pawns. So we're in an endgame. We've got our snorkel, which is nice. Queen here. Now, pawn is kind of a runaway here, so maybe we can do what we usually do, which is rook in front. Let's go like that. Okay. There's queen there. Now, we don't really want to get our king in, so I guess we'll bring the rook first. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do here. It's really hard to move the rooks sometimes. To the middle. Okay, he's going here. I mean, the good thing about the rooks is that if it's ever 2 rooks against the queen in an endgame and there's a pawn, you can always win it. You just target it, and usually he can only offer the defense of the queen because the king can't be everywhere at once. So we'll take that. Now, the main question is, what do we do here? The rooks are really nice, though, because, you know, they defend each other. So you can just, at least you can keep attacking the queen if you ever are without a move. Okay, what should we do here? Well, you know, let's just go here and see what the guy's up to. Let's make him make a decision. I'm attacking his queen nonstop. A professional result, first game of the day. There we go. Just locked that result in. Rooks are very solid. Never at risk. Not to mention, I think in general, 1500, anyone below 1500, I would expect them to handle a queen better than they handle two rooks. I mean, it's nice when you get a position like this, they're all together. But the second that you like disconnect the rooks in order to go do something down here, I mean, you're going to blunder big time. So I don't mind the result. Well, tarnished, we haven't needed to fix it. Needed to fix it, right? Not going to waste time trying to fix something that isn't stopping our progress. Who the hell cares? We've been playing the Queen's Gambit accepted just fine. Don't know. It's working. Now, usually what happens in the habits is something has to go maybe 2, 3, 4 times, maybe a couple times in a row. Maybe you lose enough bad games with it that you're like, okay, I gotta immediately go next. You know, gotta learn how to never play into that again, but haven't had that experience at all. Yeah, I would say with the queen, you're expected to win much more than with the rooks at the lower level, and with the at the higher level, probably something a bit different. Well, we have encountered it, tarnished. We've encountered the Queen's Gambit a lot, but we just keep winning. So you have to be preying on my downfall for us to even think about reviewing it. Okay. Always start the same way with e4. This looks like a Caro-Kann, but after this move, it's not. So I think we'll just go back to taking the center, because clearly with those moves, he's not doing anything about that. Take the center. Again, I feel like that's another weird move. Gonna castle. Yeah, I don't know about that knight move. Let's snork up here. Very useful move, I want to say. Yes, we have this, but we don't need to just rush in and take that. So instead, I think we might go here. I just like developing into the center, and pawn goes here. I mean, I went here and attacked the pawn, and I don't see anything done about that. So yeah, I think we want to take this. Okay, bishop is hit. Where can we go? Let's go into the center, usually a great spot. Okay, knight into the middle here. He's bringing the knight. In this case, I like the idea of just defending this one. You know, just an early RPM there. But really, my queen up and my rook over is all we want to do. It's coming next. And this one, well, let's immediately take that. And a little bit of a fork here. Take that. We're just trading everything. I mean, this is easy, easy, easy. Take that. And look at that. Everything just vanished from the board. Oh my god, he's gonna resign that. He's only down 2 pawns. I mean, I get it. It's a bad position, but resigning that is crazy. The habits. The habits. I mean, there wasn't much to that. We just took what he offered. And I don't know what this opening is. It's so weird by him. What kind of habits is he following? Knight to h6? Like, what is this? This is no good. Deserve to be punished. Deserve to lose that game. You don't want to be playing this. You don't want to be playing this. He's moving 2 pawns in front of his king. He's got no proper snork. He's got a knight on the side. He's developing his queen early. It is with great pleasure that we dominate these kinds of opponents because they are not playing anything habits. They got to learn somehow. All right. D4, let's go with D5. Of course. We're always matching in the center. Always taking. Then our knights have to come out here. Okay. Got the 2 knights out. Bishop as well. Looking at these 2 squares to maybe make an appearance. So let's bring the bishop out, hit the center, and we will play e6. He's going to go there. We can definitely snork up now. He's going to go back. Bring our bishop into the center. Let's castle. Okay. Rook into the middle here. Okay, and I mean, something we've done a few times is just that pawn into the center. You need to claim it at some point, and I think we've done enough here. We have enough support to feel good doing that. Oh, wow, okay. He's just going to trade. He's going to bring my rooks into the middle. Okay, thank you. This is a very, very nice position, I want to say. All good. Rooks in. Like, bishops are phenomenal here. Even the knight is just fine. He's attacking us here. We're already at the RPM stage. I'm thinking, okay, we don't mind playing this. Like, goes back. What's really happening here? Let's keep him going. We could also double. That looks like a pretty decent idea. He's going to snork up. I understand that. Let's keep going with the pawns. Keep going. This knight, I was going to say, we don't really need to take, but, you know, if a move like this happens, certainly I'll be fine to capture that. He's going to go here. Let's continue with some RPMs. Random pawn moves to take us home. That's a capture. He takes as well. What can we do here? A capture ourselves. Okay, we're just trading captures. I don't mind. Let's go. RPMs, RPMs. Sure. Sure. Let's make an appearance in the center. Okay. In comes the king. I'm kind of cut off here. I'd love to be able to sneak by. That would be nice, but I'm not so sure he's going to let me. Obviously, I'm going to try to make my way in, so let's offer a trade. Take me to the center of the board. Take me to the center. Okay, here we are. Okay, he's still not letting me in here. Love to go all the way into the middle. Maybe we can try to claim some squares here. Oh, okay. We have this, you know. I was gonna say maybe we could block, but we can already encroach a little bit. Okay, he takes us. Double up here. Okay, let's stay in the center. Let's back. Okay, so he's offering me a draw. It's fine. We don't mind a draw here. We're missing a few pieces. That's okay. Okay, what can our king do? What can our king do? What's happening here? Okay. Okay, this guy's really going here. We might have to go in front of the pawn. Nope. Okay. He's gonna offer me a freebie. Sure. Take that. Yeah, I think we need to get back in front here. Okay, he's pushing that. Fortunately, I don't know that we can can't quite get back in time here. Does our opponent know the ladder? The good ladder. Mm-hmm. Indeed he does, and indeed he should. Would be quite disturbing if he didn't. But at least I would have series to recommend for him. We should know this by now as well. Even though the queen was closer to our king here, he flipped it and did it correctly, so then the rook ended up closer when he was actually doing the pattern. And this is why it works so seamlessly. It's impossible to stalemate there. Felt pretty good. Got the king to the middle, but unfortunately, I don't know. He just kind of left his rook here guarding that pawn, and it meant my king could never go in. So that was a pretty big deal. Like, if the rook wasn't just sat there protecting everything, I think we could have made some threats. So 1450 again. Good afternoon, little Jackie. I'm not resigning and setting a good example. Hoping that people will follow. You win some, you lose some. Can't win every game, or I wouldn't be giving you this for free. Thanks, Yeti Boots, for the 29 months with Prime. Cheers, Yeti Boots. Lost the battle, but not the war is a great way to think about it. I will take that mentality into my next game. Okay, pawn into the middle. It's going to be the E pawn, of course. Knight out, and yeah, we want to get the other knight out, but pretty soft couple opening moves like that. We take the full center. We get attacked right back where we came from. It's just nice and easy to remember that way. And, ooh, I'd like to actually go there, but not available. So I guess this one is the next best thing. Castle. Let's snork up there. Moves the queen. Go rook into the middle. Get our bishop here. It's also hitting the center, which is what we always want out of our bishops. Every time. Okay. Queen up. Of course, rook over as well. Okay, the knight's moving. Let's keep our bishop on the center. I'd rather this than all the way back here. Never like to clog up the snorkel. Goes knight there. I think we just ignore it. Take with the queen. Okay, we have a good position here. I mean, out of the opening, this is what we want. Queen out to the side of the board. Well, I think I will bring a knight smack into the middle. And from here, we've got some pawns to push, maybe some rooks to double, even pawn in the center to push. Okay, we'll trade that without thinking. Nice and easy. Yeah, we don't really have this pawn to push any longer, but we got some others. And yeah, as I said, doubling the rooks. Oh, queen trade. No need to ask me twice. Get some pawns up. Let's trade that. Okay. I wonder if it was a slip. We'll trade that as well. Here. Finish the RPMs, and there's another trade right there. Okay. What to do? What to do? Would love to bring my king in. Would love to trade rooks. I can't do either. Yeah, not thrilled about this. Well, don't really know what to do. I'll put a piece in the middle. I'd love to get my king into the game. And most importantly, I'd love to trade rooks, but I can't seem to do either of those things. Let's bring our rook in. He's going this way. Interesting. I expected him to go more towards the center. It's driving me crazy I can't bring my king in. Like, it's knight. Well, we don't have the center available, so I guess knight here. Okay, now we get our king in. This is pretty good. Pawn up. Let's continue with the king here. King is joining the middle. That's what we like to see. Okay. Go king over. Jeez. Okay. King here. If I don't defend this knight, I'm going to lose. So king here required. Okay, we take that. Once again, head towards the middle here. Okay. It's going to be a trade, and I mean, when you're in these end games, I think it's pretty straightforward. Just pick a pawn and take it, and then blue skies ahead. Trade that. I mean, guys, this was not a difficult, like, insult to injury. I know en passant as well. Nice try. Nice try. Okay, let's bring the queen into the middle of the board. Let's make another queen, and well, I think it's going to be the ladder that we're going to try. But we know for the ladder, we need this thing the heck out of there. So, got to move that away. But really, this endgame is so simple. Like, we had our active king already because previously we had already started to bring it to the middle. So I think we get this bishop out of the way, right? And then just connect the queens like that and ladder down. I think that's how we do it. As soon as he saw the bishop move, he said, this guy's cultured. He knows how to set up a good ladder. I can't do nothing about this. That's a solid one. You have to admit, looking at the game here, it looks complicated, a lot going on. Looking at the game here, we're just bringing our king in, the guy trades. Everyone should be able to absolutely dominate these endgames. Like, just take the pawn, and then you have a pass pawn, just push it. Like, it's that simple. I didn't do anything impressive here, really. Easy. Thank you, Ravishin, for the 100 bits and the gifted sub. Habits enjoyer. Let's go. Let's go. All right. On to the next one. All right. We match the pawn in the center. Take that, of course. The knights come out. Okay. Knight into the center. Let's get the other knight out. Our knight's hit. Well, our knight is hit. We can't move it, so we gotta support this guy somehow. Knight in the center. Needs some help. Okay. Take this pawn in the center. Gotta protect that guy. It's really all I got, unless I just want to drop a piece. got to protect it somehow. At least this one is in the center. I mean, that's the first place I'll look. Center of the board. We can't be losing that knight. Okay, that's brutal. Okay, I guess we go here so we don't block our bishop, but this, yeah, this looks pretty tough. Queen being hit. Got to stay defending our knight as well, so I guess into the center like this. What do we even do here? Try to stay habits, so bishop out, like pawn up and other bishop out, something like that. Something like that. Yeah, pawn up, bishop out, go from there. Our king can't castle, so we're hands down in one of the worst positions we've had in a while. But we can battle. Check. Man, I don't know what the heck is happening here. This position is terrible. Queen's got to move. We can't really stay in the center, so I guess we'll go here. Yeah, our king is ready for the endgame. This is a great point. Now, if only we could get an endgame. Attacking our knight. We also need to move this piece now. We're in the center, so I guess here. It's crazy. I haven't even had time to make a move yet. Staying central with this knight move. Can't say we're too proud of it, but take that. I mean, what are we doing? We look like clowns here. Like, none of our pieces are developed. The thing is, maybe the only positive thing, I haven't really had control over the game, so I haven't had to think about the moves. Every time it's been my turn, he's just attacked something. So it's been a pretty easy move to defend it or move it. Like, I haven't really had to think. So our position sucks. Our pieces suck. But at least everything that he's doing, we're just responding to in one move. Right? These are serious threats. He's going to attack my rook. Okay. Gonna save it. I mean, he's taken a long time per move, right? Okay. Is it finally time to bring this damn pawn into the middle? Please. Oh my goodness. Another threat. Rook is hit. I guess here. Our bishop on f8 still on move 16 hasn't moved even one time. It's crazy. But it honestly doesn't matter. This is an opponent who's not going to win many games. He's thinking for 1 minute per move. Like, okay, he just thought for 34 seconds to do this. Like, there's just no value there. Let's get our bishop out. Let's bring our rook into the middle. Now, position's looking rough, but we always have that extra win condition of the time. All right, knight here. Got to move our queen. I guess we stay central, just like that. Let's bring in the rook over. Like, what to do, what to do. I don't know. I don't know. Red dot. Get the king out of there. Okay. Takes. Stay in the center here. Okay, only one dot, only one move. Takes. Okay. What's with all the energy at the end of the game? No, but seriously, this guy clearly can play, right? He has 24 seconds. He played this in 14 seconds. He's great. But he also played... So 3 minutes 56 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 moves. 7, 8. Okay, so he played 8 moves. And he went from about 4 minutes to 30 seconds. 8 moves. That's not good enough. You're never going to win a game like that. Unless you're playing forced checkmate, my friend. Like, that's just not going to cut it. Clearly he can play, but not in the 5-minute pool. Thanks Ravishin and Caliber for the extra bits. And Pirox, welcome back for 3 years with Prime. So, habits, all-time low. Dub, all-time high. We're just going to move on to the next one. Nothing to learn from a win. All right, we'll put the pawn into the middle. He's going to attack. We're going to defend. The knight's out. When these pieces go there, we do not bring the knight there. Instead, we go with the bishop first. Why do we do that? So that when the guys go here at 1450, we win a piece. Yes. When they go here, they might have got us at level 1. But we're not that stupid. Not gonna hang my queen. Certainly not. The king goes up into the middle. Take this pawn in the center. Guys. He's 1450. Still going for the cheese ball. Knight g5. Like, when are these guys going to grow up? This is literally why we play this. Can't have this nonsense. Get that out of here. Why do you think I've been telling you play this way? Way too many noobs like to hit you with this. Don't allow it. Next. Pawn in the center. Obviously our e-pawn here gets matched by black. And yeah, I'll take the full center if they just guard the pawn. We've actually seen this a fair amount of times. I'm kind of surprised at how many times we've seen it. Okay, we're just going to go back. We've actually seen this exact opening before. Matter of fact, am I playing the same guy? Like, we just saw this exact... How are they playing the exact moves? Okay, we'll play this. Queen up. Let's castle. Knight there. Bring the bishop. Rook in the middle. I always like to include rook in the middle just when I see the king there. And obviously we'll snork up. Okay. He's playing slightly different, but still the same opening. Let's bring the queen up. Rook over. We got all of our habits here. Bishops hitting the center. Knights on their best possible squares. Rook in the middle. Got our snorkel. We're castled. We do have a pawn in the center. We have some control in the center. We want to get our queen up. Our other rook to join the middle. The same old, same old. Okay, he's in the think tank here. It's not that difficult to make a move here according to habits. So it's nice to know while your opponent might be in the think tank here. If you had black's position, what would you guys play? Right? The habits work for both sides. It's not like it's only for our position. What would you guys play? Maybe rooks to the middle. Maybe snorkel. Like there's ideas there. He's going to play this. What are we going to do? Obviously, we're going to take it. And after this, we are going to do what? Whenever someone sacks like this, we have a couple moves in reserve. Just waiting for this moment. Yes, knight h2 is pretty much always a good one. We do this. Our goal is to bring the queen out and offer a trade. It's that simple. Now, if... Okay. What kind of sacrifice is that? He just left. Like, what am I huh? What am I supposed to do with that? He's in and he's out. I guess we just go back to chess here. So strange. Knights into the middle. Okay, we've got pretty much every piece doing something. I guess let's get our knight into the middle. Offer some more trades. Yeah, take that. Trades galore. That's a trade right there. Speak of the devil. And we can offer one more trade. Trade everything, please. I don't know what's going to make him move his queen, but he's not snorked up. What he might do is play this, thinking he's snorked up, but he's not. I could see that happening. Okay, the last time he thought for a long time, he sacrificed something. So maybe he's going to play knight here. Okay, he takes. And he does snork up properly. A credit to him. Definitely the best way to give the king breathing room in this situation for himself. We can continue with some RPMs, and I'd like the look of this one because it boots out that knight that is very strong in the center of the board. What did I tell you guys? I said I think he's going to try it. It made sense. First of all, you might win my queen if I don't take it, but I believe he has something incoming here. Yes. Ooh. It's a trade. Everyone watch out. Okay. Well. He takes us. I think we can try to put ourselves in the center here and cover our bishops. Okay. Save the king here. I would love to trade queens. Let's go trade queens at all costs. That's what we need. Okay. Not happening. We can take this pawn, which I think I will do. Right in the center of the board as well. Brings the pawn up. Okay. Let's offer a trade. Also in the center. Feels pretty good. Okay, he goes there. We're going to make sure to take that. Okay. Blue skies ahead. Let's push. Let's push. Okay, well, let's block that check. We're always interested in a queen trade. Take that. Okay. Well, he's hunting down this pawn. Let's support it. Free pawn there. Take that. King into the middle. Let's bring our bishop back also towards the middle. And I think it's time for... Oh, okay, never mind. We get some more king moves. Let's take everything. Want to use our king? Okay, blue skies ahead. Blue skies ahead. Wow, is it really that simple? Don't tell me every single endgame we've played today, we just take a pawn, make a pass pawn, and push it. It can't be that obvious. There's no way that works every single time. Let's bring the queen into the middle of the board here. Okay. Use our king. Got another one here. Take that. And we have a nice fork here. Basic tactic. We'll take. Just trying to remove all the dangerous stuff. And with 0.1 seconds on the clock, he's going to resign. Amazing. Not many people can do that. Resign with 0.1. Can't help but be impressed. The end games, they're too easy. These are game changers. But what is the guy doing, right? He's losing his mind. He should stick to habits. Simple moves would be so much better. The guy's taking like just for no reason. And just remember this move. It's very helpful. Knight there. We want to bring our queen out to kick the queen back. This guy just left anyway. He just left on his own accord. Also, apart from knight h2, we also have a really nice move, bishop f1 to g2. Very reliable, so I would have leaned on that as my next one if needed. Let's go. Into the center. We'll take that. Let's make sure to get our knights out. Okay, and here we go. So the knights are out. Here, it's a bit of a, like, you know, I think I will take my level 3 moment here. And once again, if I can push that pawn, not just one square, but 2 safely, backed up by the queen, I think I will. I don't know that I should shy away from that. Let's take a check here. Okay, we can get ourselves castled. We can snork up here. We want to get this bishop out, so bishop f5 makes sense. Bishop e6 is good too. Why these moves? Because they attack the center, and knight d2 is going to be a nice fork for us. Let's go ahead and take that. Thank you. Okay, let's develop the bishop. We want to get our queen up, and then obviously the rooks into the middle, and we'll be very satisfied with that opening. Could be either one of these moves. Okay, bishop's being hit. Let's stay somewhere in the center. Both of these moves look very reasonable to me. Queen up, rooks over. Trade. Done. Done. Bishop needs to move. Well, that's not really a great square, so I guess we've got this. Can't go in the center myself. That's a trade. Easily done. Let's offer another trade while simultaneously moving my queen up. Okay, goes over. Let's go with our rooks. Okay, the knight hits the queen. We want to like go into the center usually, so let's do this. Looking like a pretty nice position. I'm gonna bring our rook over as well. Okay, h3. Don't really know what's going on here. Let's bring the rook on in. This is a high level move here from our guy. What the hell? Jeez, I don't know what to say to this. This is a beast of a move. Damn. I guess we could try to trade the queens. Okay, that was kind of a okay. Interesting follow-up there. If we had that position, we would have traded queens. Habits, taking you to good places. But this guy, he didn't really need to do all that. All right, he's going here. I'll attack you. Okay, he's going back. Let's say I also like that my king is kind of on the way to the middle here, so that's pretty good. He takes that. Let's keep on bringing the king. All right, into the center. Try to use our rooks to the best of our ability. Knight here. Can we attack any of those pawns? Maybe this. He's guarding it. What can we do here? I guess we can't even really go there, which is kind of annoying. But we do have a whole bunch of pawn moves to make. Can't do more with my king here. And some RPMs, even on this side as well. Okay, that move looks like it doesn't do anything, so I'm continuing over here. Random pawn move. It's gonna take us home. Hey, he's doing the same thing. I respect it. Okay, rook needs to move. Question is where to? Maybe we can double up. King. I'm trying to get like, yeah, I'm trying to take this rook here. Okay, we get a rook for our troubles. Take a pawn. I'm just okay. I'm taking everything. Let's go. We want to take everything in sight. And obviously, blue skies ahead. Blue skies ahead. Okay, use our king here. Blue skies ahead. What the hell? Tell me I'm about to make a draw here? No. Surely not. What the? Okay. Let's go there. Okay. Check. 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 Okay. Some check skis and okay. Hey, we actually gained for that. +1. And don't tell me we're not ascending. Don't tell me we're not ascending. I think it's a pretty solid game. Like, I love how active the king is, right? Look, our king got all the way down here, took everything. That was the difference maker. White's king was never in the game. But honestly, he hit us with probably the nicest move of the match here. Bang. Bang. Queen G6. That's a tough move right there. But he did too much right after, heat check, bishop takes f7. Okay, we're playing Omid. We're we're gonna put that pawn in the center, and okay, well, we'll take the full center against this opening. That's a trade for us. Get the knights out. That's a trade. Knights out, and we want to get this bishop out. We can't put it in the center like that, so clearly bishop d3 is the move for us. Let's castle. Rook to the middle. Like to snork up here. And this bishop wants to get out, obviously hitting the center. Knight needs to move, and the center is actually not available, so I have to go here, which is already annoying. Bishop out. Let's hit the center. Knight there. Well, okay, we can't move into the center. Can't move here or here. Not my favorite. I guess we will go here. Kind of still, yeah, he kind of still gets the bishop, so it's not great. But I really don't like putting the bishop there, because then later we're gonna get mated and our snorkel is gonna be clogged. Not interested. Instead, this seems fine. Yeah, let's just go back to the habits, you know? Get that rook in, get a trade. Yeah. Oh, that's a trade. Let's do that. And let's get the queen up. Obviously, the rook wants to slide over because there's another trade waiting. There it is. Okay. Take with the queen there. And we may have some RPMs here, but also that pawn could disappear immediately. Okay, let's finish up our RPMs here. Take that. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Good thing we were snorked up here, because definitely didn't see that one coming. Holy moly. What am I looking at here, bud? Bishop takes h3. I mean, I guess. Now that's, and he played it confident, like I missed it. That's how I felt. Bishop here. Well, I guess we can move into the center and fork these pieces. Straight into the center. That's the good stuff. Yep, this is a massive, massive fork here. And oh, what is this move? Okay, you're telling me that I get your whole queen? Done. Done deal. Done deal. Okay, could have thought it through more, but, you know, deal's a deal. Let's bring that king into the middle. You know the drill. Right here. Okay. Got the king in the middle. Pushing the pawns, huh? Let's move the bishop. I also like offering a trade here. Trying to bring all the pieces towards the middle. Okay, one sec. King here. Can't stay in the middle, unfortunately. These squares are all covered. But yeah, I'd like to trade in general, I think. Man, he's really not doing the trades, huh? Okay, pawn here. How do we even stop this? How do we even stop this pawn? I'm not too sure. We don't have many pieces left, honestly. Knight into the middle. I guess we have our bishop covering for the moment. Okay, back up to hit that. I mean, I think we were a bit behind there. I don't mind that at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we'll take that. We didn't quite get a point here. Didn't quite get a point, but I'm not going to be too upset with that. Just, don't have to be super attached to the win. We had some good habits there. We were running out of pawns. I've said many times, if you're repeating with your opponent, go for it. It's a good habit in general, and if your opponent doesn't want the draw, they're going to probably make a poor decision to play on. You don't always need to make the poor decision. Don't be that guy every time. $14.85. Okay. We're still here. Let's go with e4. We get e5. The knights come out. Always nice to get the pair of knights out there. Bishop. We'll castle. We can snork up here. Okay, the pawn comes up. Bishop is a trade for us. I mean, hey, this is easy habits, baby. Easy habits. He goes back. Let's take. And move that I usually like. Just when you have it in the center, take that space. If it's supported, it's always worth it. And then bring the rooks in. You notice the difference. Now we have the space. Okay, queen needs to move. I can't go in the center, but I'll stay very close by with queen d3, I think. Rooks into the middle. This looks pretty good. Can't fault us here. Okay, let's get that rook in. Once again with the rook. Okay, he's really going with this queen here. Okay, well, we can get some RPMs. Knight in the middle, pretty solid. Moves the king. Let's continue. I'm not thinking too much about these moves. I feel like they do make sense. Okay, he's going like this. The RPMs. I guess it's time for the knight to jump in. Knight in. Okay. Let's finish off the pawn moves here. Rook here. Well, we kind of want to double the rooks anyway, so I don't think I mind playing this, followed by doubling. Staying very central. Everything pointed at the center. This is what the habits are all about. The simple moves in the center. Rather than, like, I'm not wasting my time calculating anything. I would never consider moving these pawns. I wouldn't consider bringing my king into the middle when the queens are on the board. I wouldn't consider, I don't know, moves to the side of the board. Just central, nice and easy. That's a capture. Anytime there is a capture, I feel like your life is almost made easier because you know exactly what move you're going to do. So we have some pressure on this. Let's see what we can do. Just move our queen up. Again, staying in the center. Goes queen here. Some pressure. Again, I wouldn't really consider this. Like, I might play it eventually, but certainly wouldn't be my first option. Let's use our pieces. They're all staying in the center, exactly where we need them. Okay. Just gonna move around here. Not too sure what we're doing. Okay, there you go. There's an answer. We have a trade. What can we do? Rook into the center, perhaps. The actual center. Okay, double up once again. I guess we have a kind of a fork here. Okay. Nice fork there. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Well, it's good. Once again, if we didn't have this Snorkel, we'd be dead lost there. So it's a good thing we do. Let's offer a queen trade and just everybody calm down. Queen trade and chill. Yep. This is what we like to see. Okay. Everybody relax. Now, I'd like to bring my king to the middle, but I'm not even sure that we can move here, to be honest with you. My king feels kind of stuck. Like I can go up the board, but I can't go more towards the middle. King. Okay, maybe a check. King's only got one square there. Let's take that. And actually, the good thing is you can get closer to the center here. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so now we got our king in the middle. I think it's a bit of an improvement. Rook here. Okay. Would you look at that? We really didn't have to do much that game, did we? He just walked into it. The power of the habits. That's it. You can't tell me that we did much here. We're just waiting. I'm down a pawn. I'm just biding my time. Our end games set us apart. You're telling me after the struggles to reach 1450, we might become human in one more game here? Okay. All right. Match in the center. And out comes the knight. The other knight. The bishop. We will take that, followed by developing our next bishop here. Whoa. Queen takes. Okay. Well, let's start by taking this bishop, making a trade. Oh. Well, I'm not going to hang my rook, and I'm not going to forfeit castling, so I guess this one is what I have to do, just so we can castle at least. Snork up next. This is brutal. Knight back here. I want my, queen. Yeah, rook in the middle. Okay, that's a trade. Yeah, queen up. Rook over. It's looking pretty tough here. Down a clear piece. Let's get that rook. Okay. Brings the queen back, I guess. Some pawn moves here. And there's a trade. We take those. Bring the queen out. Remember, I'm not that scared of this. I do have my snorkel there. No, he's just gonna defend everything. Yeah. It's not that great. The king moves. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Not too sure what to do here. Our king can't really join the game. Move the queen so we can continue our RPMs here. Oh, that's friendly. Okay. Okay. That's not that bad. Could have been worse. Can we bring our king to the middle? The answer is no. Okay, sorry I asked. Jesus. Okay, I get it now. It's really no. Yeah, okay. Good talk, good talk. All right, well, let's take a pawn. Don't mind if I do. Okay, let's bring the bishop back into the center here. Oh, a trade. Perfect, perfect. King still can't get to the goddamn center. Okay. Still can't get to the center. What the hell? What do you want me to do here, bud? Like, am I somehow losing? Can't possibly be. Okay, let's make sure we don't lose that pawn there. This is not what we like. Get your hands off, pal. Get your hands off. Okay. Let's see. What's our opponent going to do? what I think our opponent's going to do. Easy on me, bud. Easy on me. No problem. We can just catch up to this pawn here. It's a good thing he almost has no time, so this will be tough for him to convert. He resigned. This guy's so fucking stupid. I just won. I just won the game. I didn't even draw it. I won the game. Nah, I don't want to hear nothing from anyone about resign it. Get the fuck out. I'll ban every one of you. Never, ever open your mouth about resigning a game again. Never. We're down a queen with no pieces, and we just won the game. Won the game. And we just hit 1,500 off that. I mean, are you joking? How can you resign games when people like this exist? Like, what? I don't even know what just happened. How is this real? He resigned. It was such, it brought shame on his family. He said, I'm out. Yep. I have to give up the game after that. It's the only explanation. It's the only thing to do. Never resign, folks. This is why.